Karen Hammonds. I am a member of Clubhouse. I am also a poet, and I wrote a play that I hope everyone will come to on November 2nd. It's curtains at 2:30, but I would get there at 2, so you can get it seats, right? I wrote a book of poetry that was published by a local publisher. Coming book that's about bipolar disorder, and I have another forthcoming book that is poetry, essays, and I'm going to put both the plays. It's my refuge. It's the place I go if I have been sleeping in my bed for 7 days, and I have not showered, and I have been eating peanut butter for every meal. I get up and I go to Clubhouse, and I look a mess, and nobody at Clubhouse cares. So I'm going to read you a poem that is not about Clubhouse that I hope you enjoy. 3-piece splash. You're working too hard. Why don't you relax? His wife suggested. Maybe it was the word relax. Maybe it was being told what to do. Maybe it was that we had been relaxing all day, all month, all summer. His face twisted into a hot grimace. He put his lab coat and stethoscope on the plastic table with umbrella, kicked his wingtips into the grass, unbuttoned his collar, loosened his tie, marched around the side of the pool in his navy 3-piece suit. Snagging his dress socks on the cement as he approached the diving board, you could hear the flapping of the pool skimmer and a neighbor's lawnmower in the distance. He stepped up on the diving board, walked to the end, jumped once, lodged himself into the air, and fell like a boulder into the pool. Waves extended out to the sides, some jumping over the edge to wet the cement, others returning as ripples. As he sank, the $1, $10, $20 bills rose up from his suit pockets, to float on the water like lily pads. He rested in the middle of the water for a long 30 seconds. We were yelled at for jumping and running and diving through the dollars, swimming and pushing and shoving around and past him into the dark coins at the bottom. Now this poem has a backstory. I lived in Section 8 housing, and it is for 10% people with disabilities, 90% seniors. So during COVID, we were in lockdown. I could not leave my apartment, no one could come in. If you were bringing medical supplies or food, you could come and deliver them. But that was it. We were all in our apartments, like not even talking to each other. Like it was an intense year for everyone, but for me. So the newspaper put something about, anything that shares how your experience of this kind has been, please send it to us. And I'm like, I have a poem, I'll send them a poem. I don't know if they do that. So I sent them a poem, and I got a response was, here at the South Bend Tribune, we do not print poetry. However, I was like, why are you emailing me if you don't know, right? So they said, however, we will make an exception and print it. So this is that. Toothpicks. Below, I see robins playing in the street, and goslings cross the empty parking lot, and the river ever flowing. I close the curtains and turn off the lamps again. I nest in my bed, big enough for two, one more time. I wake at 7 o'clock to an alarm for 8 weeks, for nothing, going nowhere by myself. I sit and stand and sip again. I open the fridge and close it. I whittle my hours into toothpicks and throw them away.